Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here, and man is it an exciting day. The dev server is open. So there are a number of changes, but obviously the biggest one may be the new aircraft, or that's generally the most sought after one. So we're going to go over the new aircraft and then we'll go over some other changes, some of which are rather significant. So without further ado, the new aircraft. First, with the American tech tree, we have the F-80C Shooting Star, and this is a Tier 18 fighter. Then we have the F9F5 Panther at Tier 19. So some decent jets to fill at least the later stage of the fighter gap between the P-51 and the Sabre. Also, there is the BTD-1 Naval Bomber and Torpedo Bomber, which is a premium aircraft at Tier 10. So that should be an absolute beast, and when naval ships are incorporated in the foreseeable future, this thing is gonna wreck some ships' worlds. So now let us go see the Germans. There are no new German planes right now, but there is some changes to the Focke-Wulf 190s. They now have rockets, so we will look at those in a moment. Now the Russians. The Russians once again got the most new planes. There are two new lags at tiers 3, the lag 3-8 and the lag 3-11. Then you have the Yak 9K, and this bad boy is toting a 45mm cannon. I know, I can't wait for some tanks to shoot down either. And then we have the Yak 17 at Tier 18, another jet fighter, though it is still plagued by the relatively low armament count or low ammunition count of the NS-37s with 120 rounds or 60 rounds per gun. But it is at Tier 8, so kind of, you know, I guess the Russians are sitting pretty in terms of jets. And then we have the LA-5. So overall, a lot of new aircraft for the Russians. Now the British. The British got the Vampire. Now this may be one of the most intriguing new aircrafts, and it is at Tier 19, so it will sit pretty. And now the British have even more jets, but this one should be a lot of fun to fly. I'm really looking forward to it. And now the Japanese. Sorry guys, there's nothing here for you. So, real quick, going back to the new rockets, and this brings up one of the most changes. Check this out. What is going on here? There is a whole new layout for weapons and plane modifications. You have your primary armament, and then you have secondary weapons. And here you can add bombs, and then there are some 210mm rockets. You can add more cannons. Like, there's so much more customization. This will really be intriguing because now planes are a lot more detailed, and there's a lot more stuff that you have to consider in what is your ideal armament. And given the various missions that you'll be going after, will you go after bombers, will you go after other fighters, or will you go after ground targets? You have a lot of options. And then there's still a more visual version to look at the various shells. And then we have various flight performance changes and survivability changes you can add, basically little upgrades. So here you see the fuselage repair. Basically reduces drag right there. I'm not sure if fuselage repair would be the best term for it, but it basically makes it more aerodynamic. Radiator replacement, compressor replacement, engine replacements, engine injection, and then wing repairs. They call them repairs, but consider them upgrades. This isn't like something that, oh, I just got shot in the wings, I can instantly repair. It's not going to be like that. And airframe replacement, a little better survivability, all this kind of stuff. The weaponry, the bomb racks, all this kind of stuff. Like, man, endless customization, it seems. So while the Germans don't have any new planes really, just check out the rockets because you got that going for you. Amongst the other changes is a lot of people have been complaining about the bomb radius. There is a lot better. That has been changed, so you should be getting better results there. So check that out. Anyway, I'm going to be showing off the new planes. Stay posted for more of that. I'm Baron. Thanks for watching, and now it's time to try out all the new jets. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to have gameplay footage and reviews on all of these new jets. Check back here when you want to see more, and you'll see these video outro links working. Also, feel free to check video description, as I'll probably add a lot of videos in the future. This would be the video you're going to want to check back on. And furthermore, if you want to see more gameplay after you've checked out mine and whatnot, I will have links to NTAC, and if he gets up in the game of showing new jets, we'll have that too. So check for links in the future and check out these video outro links when they are working. Now time to play some jets.